Good morning, 6th class students. I hope you all are safe and secure at your home. And today we are starting our chapter number 3, that is fiber to fabric. And this chapter we will discuss from our textbook. So everybody should take a textbook in front of you when you are watching the videos, okay? And see into the in the books and also listen my voice, okay? How I am explaining the other terms like fiber, yarn, fabric, plant fibers and animal fibers. So our chapter is fiber to fabric. It means how the fabric is made up of from fibers. So first is, do you know what fabric is? Fabric means cloth, okay? So different type of cloth is used for other type of garments, okay? Like jeans, shirt, t-shirts, okay? And often you visit a clothes shop to buy a cotton or a synthetic clothes. So you know about that cotton and synthetic clothes. Synthetic are generally the artificial and man-made clothes, and the cotton, which is a natural clothes, okay? And natural clothes, and natural fiber of fabric is just made up of from natural things like plants and animals. So plant fibers and animal fibers are generally just make up natural fibers, okay? So whether you buy a cotton, synthetic or woolen clothes, all are fabrics. Hence, fabric is a material that is made up of either cotton, silk or wool or some other synthetic fibers. So different type of fabrics are used for different purposes and during different seasons of the year. You know about that other type of years or other type of seasons, every seasons, we are just wearing a different type of clothes. Like in winter, woolen clothes we are just prefer, and in summer the light weight cotton generally we are using, and in the rainy season we are using the nylon clothes, that is the artificial clothes, okay? And also some different type of polyester like or terry, okay, terracotta. So different type of synthetic fiber we also using in different seasons of the year. And you know about the from the fiber we are just making the, like from the silk, from the wool, from the cotton, we are just making a different type of clothes. So different type of clothes for different purposes. Now to understand the fiber, taken out a yarn from a piece of fabric, cotton fabric, you can split up into the yarn into a thinner strands, that is called fibers. It means fabric is made up of fibers. Sorry, fabric is made up of from yarn, and yarn to fabric. It means just fiber is a thin strand, very thin strand, and very weak strand. From there, we are just weaving and making the yarn, and from yarn to make a strong fabric material. So when we are breaking or splitting the fabric into the yarn, and from the yarn, when we are just taking, illustrating the one small thread, it means a very weak thread, which is a fiber in nature. So you know about that. From we are just making a fabric from the fiber, and from fiber to yarn, and yarn to fabric. So you can split up into the yarn of thinner strands called, it means more thinner strands are known as fibers. These fibers are twisted together to make a yarn. Fabrics such as cotton, jute, silk, clothes are etc. are made up of yarn, which are further made up of fibers. So now can you say where do these fibers comes from? Where do these fibers comes from? So we already have seen that the fiber either is come from plants or animals, or maybe the synthetic, man-made or artificial. It means synthetic, they are just prepared with the other type of chemicals. Now the variety of fabrics, we use various type of clothes. They are made up of cotton, synthetic woolen, linen or silk fabrics. We sit on chairs and sofas covered by fabric. We use bed sheets, blankets made of fabric. So these are the some uses. It means, or sometimes like woolen, linen or silk fabrics are there, and their uses like in the chairs, sofas and bed sheets and blankets are made up of by the fabrics. So cotton and linen are used during summer because they are light in weight and good absorber of sweat, and while woolen and synthetic fabrics are best suited for winter because they are good insulators, so keep body warm inside. So generally the winter, that means the cold climate, during the cold climate, the chill air is not just get inside the body, so make a body warmer and out to compare it with the outside temperature. So woolen and synthetic fabrics are best suited for winter. Now the next page, that is the fiber. So what is the fiber? Look, the fibers of some fabrics, you know about the fiber is a thinner strand to make weaving, to make a yarn, and yarn to produce the fabrics. Fabrics means different types of clothes are just made up of fabrics, like cotton fabrics, jute fabrics, silk fabrics. Okay, so I hope you now you are understanding about these terms. The fibers of some fabrics such as cotton, jute, silk and wool are obtained from plants and animals. So these are called natural fibers. I already told about that. The natural fiber, it means it can be we are getting just from the plants and animals. Natural fibers are of two types. It means one is from where we are obtaining from the plants, and other one is we are obtaining from animals. So cotton and jute is a plant fibers, and wool and silk are the animal fibers. So first is woolen fibers are obtained from the fleece. Fleece is means hair of sheep or goat, and it is also obtained from the hairs of rabbits, yaks and camels. Okay, so these are the animal fibers. And next is silk fiber is drawn from the cocoon of silkworm. Cocoon of silkworm. So silkworm is a type of one worm. It means insects from which we can obtain a silk fiber. We will see in the silk fiber cycles, okay, and sericulture. With the development of textile technology, textile means textile. You already hear the name of like textile industries. Textile industry means related to fabrics. It means those are related to working about the or manufacturing about the fabrics materials, different type, or maybe the attached with the clothing industries, known as textile industries. From various chemicals obtained from petroleum product, it means some chemicals which we can get from the petroleum product. From that also we have to make fibers or fabrics. These are known as synthetic or artificial fibers, like nylon. Nylon is a name like nylon. Okay, this is a nylon. Nylon means New York. Okay, and its LON is from London. It means this type of synthetic fiber is first came from the our New York and London. That's why this name is we are getting the nylon. Okay, so nylon, rayon, polyester, acrylic are some example of synthetic fibers. Now the we have to see the plant fibers now. Okay, so describably we have to see the plant fibers. Activity 3.1 is there here, and for that you have to see some clothing materials inside your house in almirahs. Okay, and you just distinguish among that which type of clothes are made up from the plants fibers, which are from the animal fibers, and which are the synthetic or artificial fibers. So feeling of the garments when touched, it means they are silky or like a smooth or like a rough nature. Are thread visible through the lens? It means from the lens we can see the threads. Generally in the plants and natural fibers, from the lens we can easily watch their smallest. It means the fiber we easily can see. Okay, another observation if you made. Okay, so this is the very easy activity you can do at yourself at your house. Now the plant fibers. Fabrics are manufactured from fibers. These fibers may be natural or synthetic. Fibers are very thin strands. So fibers are manufactured from fibers. Okay, fibers. It means fabrics are manufactured. Fabrics are just manufactured from fibers. It means fiber to yarn, yarn to fabric. These are maybe natural and synthetic. You know about that. Fibers are very thin strands. When spun, they become thicker and woven into a clothes. For example, fabrics are made up of plant fibers like cotton, jute, flax and rami, hemp and sisal and kapok. So these are the some example or type of plants from which we can get the plant fibers. Cotton. Have you lighted the wicks of oil lamps, diyas at Diwali? Have you ever noticed what is used while making the wicks of oil lamps? It means earthen made diyas. Okay, the small one, earthen made, which is made up of soil. Very fine soil. Okay, silt is there. So from that you generally made diyas, and the wicks you already seen, also seen all the time. So cotton wool is in fact used to make the wicks of this lamp. it is also used for filling mattresses, quilts, and pillows. So these are the different uses of this cotton fabrics. In India, khadi is made from cotton fibers. In India, generally the khadi clothes are made up of from cotton fibers, and you also seen with the Mahatma Gandhi that they are just weaving the with the one charkha. Okay, so that is the khadi clothes. Okay, made up of from cotton fibers. Now the production of cotton wool. Now the production of cotton wool. So now you can understood about that. Cotton wool is a natural fibers. Okay, and from that we have to make a natural fabrics, and that is known as cotton fabrics. So this cotton wool, how we can get from the plants? Look, the cotton plant grows well in the black soil and warm climate. So first of all, we need the black soil and warm climate for the production of or for the easily growth of cotton plant. It produces a small green fruit of the size of the lemon called cotton ball. So we see a small lemon size fruit for cotton. This is known as a cotton ball. Cotton ball. So the cotton ball contains a soft white fibers which grow around the seeds. When the fruits are mature, it turns brown in color. The brown ball bursts open and the white fibers are exposed. So when the fruits are mature, okay, when the fruits are mature, they can automatically just open from that inside, and the fruit open and the brown in color. It turns brown in color because their outer side is which is earlier which is initially which is green in color. Now it can be changed in the brown color, and the brown ball burst open and the white fibers are exposed. So you can easily watch these things in your textbook. The cotton plants, one diagram is there in which you can see the white type of cotton fibers are just seen from the cotton ball when they are matures and just ruptures after that, and this cotton ball are initially green in color, after that brown in color, and this brown in color are just exposed there the cotton fibers. When these fibers dry in the sun and become fluffy, so when initially they are just in a form of a small bunch, and after that drying, it can be converted into the small fibers like structure and become a maybe fluffy because the most of water is just inside, that is just evaporated in the presence of sun. They are just picked by hand. The fibers are separated from the seeds by a process is called ginning. So this ginning is process only for to separate the seeds to, it means just detach the fibers from the seeds. It means like that this is the brown type of ball brushed and open, that some fibers are there from inside just because this is already ruptures, and here it is a seeds. Okay, so these cotton fibers are just detached from the seeds with the help of by the manually or by hand. It is done by hand with the help of large comb or by the machines. The gain cotton is pressed into a bundles called bales. Okay, so it can be a chain. After that, manually taking from that by hand, it can be a gain into a bundle. It means making a large bundle of that. The gain cotton. Cotton is a natural fiber polymer. Cotton is a natural polymer made up of pure cellulose. It is a pure cellulose. Cellulose is a like enzymes or so for cellulose digesting, some enzymes are there in the cow, so that's why they are generally can eaten by the cows also, because this is the plant product. So pure cellulose, okay, cellulose they are having the containing, okay, like in the form of energy. Each fiber consists of 20 or 30 layer of cellulose and coiled in a neat series of natural strings. The finishing process includes dyeing, bleaching and printing. Dyeing means give to a different color. Bleaching means make a disinfectant from that any harmful insects or like that, or maybe giving the some extraordinary clearness, okay, cleanness. And printing means having the different type of patterns and different type of designs. It means before that we have to do this. It means dyeing, bleaching and printing to make a clothes. Now the properties of cotton is what are the main properties contained by the cotton. That's why they are generally we are just preferring the uses of this cotton in the summer days. It is a traditional cool summer or summer fabric. True, it is a comfortable during the wet climate also. So it is of various types ranging from lightweight voile to heavy corduroys and strongest denim. So these are the different just kinds of that cotton in which we are just telling the lightweight is voile and somewhat heavy is known as corduroys and strongest that is known as denim. It is a durable, it means long lasting, it absorbs dyes easily. It means if we are giving any color, okay, we are making, so then it can be easily absorb the different type of dyes. Cotton fibers can be twisted to make a strong yarns during spinning. So due to spinning, we can make strong fibers also with the help of cotton fibers. Cotton water easily penetrates right to the core of the fibers. Automatically, the water can easily penetrate. It means they are good absorber of water also. It is soft and comfortable to the skin. So generally, for the skin, it is a very soft and comfortable. That's why we are just preparing in the summer days because that time is too much hot outside. It means outside temperature is too much high, and that's why we need some comfortable clothes for us because sometimes we have to go outside and some sweat like condition. Then that time the water right proportion of water absorbing capacity should be done by that particular cloth wearing by us. Okay. So it is a good absorber of moisture and sweat. Okay, you listen already. It lets air in through the pores of the fabrics. That sweat evaporates and our body feels cool. That's why some air also can be penetrate this fibers and can be entered into our inside body and make a cool feel. It is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. It means it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Bad conductor. That's why we are not using in the winter days, okay, because it is a bad conductor of heat. Listen. Now the jute we are discussing. 1 minute. So jute is produced from the bark of the jute plants. Jute is you generally see in the many wheat grains and rice grains are generally packed into the fabric materials that is known as a jute materials. Jute is produced from the bark of the jute plants. These are biodegradable. And durables and strong fibers. So it is also used for making strong packing materials. Jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar, Assam and Bangladesh, and it is cultivated during the rainy season and harvested at the flowering stage. So it is a very strong fiber, biodegradable, because if we have to just thrown outside it means in the form of garbage, like, so it can be a biodegradable and durable also and strong fiber also. And jute is mostly can be formation in the West Bengal, Bihar, Assam and Bangladesh. 80% of world jute can be grown in the Bangladesh. Okay, so it is cultivated during the rainy season and harvested at the flowering stage. So at the rainy season it is cultivated and just harvested at the flowering stage. It means when the flower is coming, no fruit is coming here. At the timing of the flowering stage, we have to cut. The stems of the plants are tied into a bundles. It means their stems are, you can see the diagrams of this. Okay, here it is. And these jute plants we are having, like, it is cultivated during the rainy season and harvested, and the tied are the bundles. It means we are having the plants and make their bundles. Okay, and these bundles are making tied into the bundles and soaked into pond water for a few days. It means just soak these bundles into the pond waters for a few days. Okay. This process is known as retting. So this retting is only for to do these bundles to soak the water, okay, to absorb some water. So during the shrinkage, the gummy substance holding the jute fibers to the stem rot and the fibers separate out. So the gummy substance present on this stem are just detached from this stems and goes to the pond or into the water, and after that the fibers are just separated from that, because before the gummy substance is there and the fibers cannot be separated. So for a few days we are just soaking into the water, that is the retting process, only for to detach this gummy substance from the fibers. During the shrinkage, the gummy substance holding the jute fibers to the stem rot, okay, separate out. The fibers are washed in clear running water and dried in the sun. The fibers are washed in clear running water and dried in the sun. And all these processes are carried out by hand. So these processes are generally carried out by hand. Okay, because there is no machinery work from here, mechanical or machinery work for here. Okay, all this can be do by the only by the hands or manually. Uses of jute to make a cloth, mainly for wrapping bales of raw or cotton to make a cloth. So generally jute clothing also we have to see in the different sides, okay, of our country, and mostly in the Assam, Bangladesh and West Bengal we have to see. To make a coarse cloth, it's a fiber are woven into a hessian clothes and backing for linoleum and carpet. So these two types of uses of that we have to do by the help of jute. It is used to make a sugar and coffee baggings. Okay, sugar and coffee bagging also you can see the jute uses. Fine quality jute is also used to make a jute fabric from which clothes are made. It means very nice and fine quality of jute is made of for the our wearing clothes. Okay, clothes for wearing. These are the uses. And next is our flax plant. It is a natural cellulose. It is a natural cellulose fibers produced from flax or linseed plant. The fiber is extracted from the skin of the stem of the flax plant. So flax is a different type of one plant. So and the flax plant is also known as linseed plant, and you know the here the name of like linseed oil. The fiber is extracted from the skin of the stem of the flax plant, and they are separate from the woody stem just like jute fibers by the process of retting. Also, like same like process, it means there also we are tied into the bundles and soaked into the pond to water, and this is known as a retting process. Flax fiber is a soft, lustrous and flexible. Okay, flax fiber is a soft, lustrous and flexible. So these fibers are just flexible, and they are just have to be separate out. For that we have to generally use this flax plant, because already we have to discuss here cotton and the jute plant, and this flax plant also used to make a jute fibers by the process of retting. So same process can be happen for the flax plant or flax fibers like jute plants. Flax fiber is a soft, lustrous and flexible. It is stronger but less elastic. Okay, you should see these things. It is a stronger, but it's very having the strength, good strength, but having a less elastic. Less elastic means there is no flexibility inside the this cotton fiber. Flax fibers are mainly used in the production of ropes and high quality paper. So high quality paper also we have to see with the help. Also we have to made with the help of this flax plant. Now the ham or sun ham plants. It is obtained from the stem of the ham plant. This plant grows in a loamy soil. Okay, you already seen the name or here the name of loamy soil in the geography. It is grown during monsoons. Ham fiber are used in the production of ropes, carpets, nets, clothes and papers. Okay, generally the ham fibers are used in the production of ropes, carpets, nets, clothes and paper. Now the fiber is obtained from the stem of rami plant. Rami fibers are used in making canvas, parachutes, fishing nets and etc. So rami plants you can easily see from here. This is the rami plant, and with the help of this rami plant we have to make a canvas, parachute, the parachute clothes, okay, fishing nets etc. Okay. It means it is a very stronger fibers, and it shows like a quality of like synthetic fibers, because it is also using for the fishing nets. Okay, sisal plants. These fibers are made from the leaves of sisal plants. Sisal fibers are used in the production of ropes and mattings, etc. Kapok tree. Okay, so it is obtained from the fluffy yellowish fibers surrounding the seeds of the silk cotton plant. So silk cotton plants having the this type of seeds, which is having the obtained from the fluffy yellowish fiber. Its fiber is known as a kapok. So its fiber is just kapok name. It is a light and water repellent. So that's why we can also use in the rainy days also this type of plants. It is a light and water repellent. When its fruits burst open, cotton like kapok is exposed. So cotton like kapok is exposed. So, like cotton, you already seen, or we already earlier discussed about the cotton plants, how lemon shaped ball is just converted into the brown in color, and after that brown in color, they just burst and open, and the evaporates and the sun dries these fibers, and like this also happen in this kapok plant. Kapok fiber are used in making flows, life preservers, stuffing materials, and insulation. So these are the some uses we have to see in the plant fiber. So now you have to understand about the what are the different type of plant fibers, like the flax plants, hemp plants, and the rami plants, sisal plants, and kapok plants, and the cotton and jute plants. So these all are the example for plant fiber, and in next class we will study about the animal fibers. Okay, I hope you understood these things, and when you are studying this, and when you are watching this video, you have to take your books, textbook, just nearby you, and also listen my voice at the time, and try to listening and understanding these things, all these things. So next time we will discuss about our animal fibers. Okay, thank you.